Hello people, Man on the Edge back again with another video. Just got a few Iron Maiden bits and pieces here and some other stuff there that's not even music related, so I'll be showing that at the end. Feel free to ignore that if you're only here for the Iron Maiden stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. Some more flags. This one is the it's the Judge Eddie picture. I think that's from about 1990. I first remember seeing that on the cover of Kerrang magazine in, like I say, in about 1990. I think that's from. This one, Eddie again, obviously, candle finger. This one, I got this one half price because the packaging is a bit damaged, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with the flag inside, so you know that was quite a bargain really. Supposed to sell for about 15. I got it for like, I think somewhere between £6 and £7, so you know, more than half price. It's the Trooper picture, so yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That's a good bargain there. In here we've got a couple of magazines which I'll take out. This one's from Sweden. It's quite a recent one. Obviously it's the Legacy of the Beast tour. It's obviously, I think, yeah, it's from 2022. I've not even looked in here. I don't know if it's, yeah, it's all in Swedish. But still a cool item to have. So that's that. And the next one is another of the fan club magazines. They have really good covers on these magazines, and with them being quite a large size as well, they look really good, you know. It's I mean, that'd look just amazing as a poster. Like I've said in previous videos, I really just love the artwork Iron Maiden uses. With the exception of the album that you can hear in the background, perhaps that was a bit disappointing. The Dance of Death album cover. And then the final Iron Maiden item is this one. It's quite a rare DVD, this. It's on the Apocalypse sound label, which I've mentioned in a few of my previous videos. So yeah, this is Mexico '92 on the Fear of the Dark tour. Hell ain't a bad place. It's a nice digipack. I'm not going to be taking it out, but yeah, that cost quite a lot of money. That was far more than I usually like spending that, but you know, they're quite hard to get hold of, those, you know, bootleg factory pressed discs, so it's quite an investment, but you know, it's worth paying the extra bit of money, you know, if it's what you enjoy, if it's something you collect. Finally, this, like I said, nothing to do with Iron Maiden, nothing to do with music at all. One of my other favourite things is action movies, and one of my favourite ones as a young lad growing up was Universal Soldier with Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren. It's a classic action movie from the very early 90s, and so I just thought I'd get the DVD. But then as I was getting, you know, as I was thinking about it, I thought, well, there was all the sequels as well, I may as well get them. And that quickly turned into you know, getting what I'm going to show you now. This one here is a rare But it's quite rare in this country, in the UK anyway, because this was never released here. I don't even think this was ever shown on television anywhere here. Maybe on one of the satellite or cable channels it was shown, but it's certainly not very well known. It's Universal Soldier 2 and 3. They were TV movies, and not a lot of people, you know, it would only be your sort of hardcore fans really that, you know, remember this. So yeah, these two TV movies, one starring Gary Busey, one starring Burt Reynolds. That won't play on my DVD player though. I'm going to have to get a region free DVD player. So yeah, and then I got all the other sequels as well. These are the ones that you know, everyone will know about. The Return from '99, starring Bill Goldberg, and the next one starring UFC fighter Andrei Arlovsky. And then this one, this was the one one of the ones that I hadn't seen the sequels. These last two are the ones that I hadn't ever seen. And this one I really didn't enjoy this as much as the others. It was a totally different sort of style. It was more about Scott Adkins, you know, more about his character, and Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren were kind of on the sidelines. They didn't have much, you know, many featured role, you know, parts in this movie. It was more about Scott Adkins, and no, yeah, I wasn't that impressed with this. Plus the whole style of the movie. You know, you buy a Universal Soldier movie to see Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren kicking the shit out of people, and you don't get that with this DVD, and I didn't realise that before I watched it, so I was quite disappointed. Reading the reviews of it though, a lot of people seem to like it, but for me, watching these again, I watched them all over the space of 2 days, and most people would think that they would say that one is the worst there, the Return, but I quite enjoyed that one, and it was this one that was the stinker. So yeah, not only did I get all the movies, I also got the book. It's basically just a movie in text form, same story, same everything. The book here with this cover is quite hard to get hold of. Excuse me. There's a more updated version with it's like a more recent, well, it's not, obviously it's from the same time period, but a more modern looking cover, and but I wanted this one just because it matches what's coming up next, which is the CD. You know, it matches that. So yeah, that's the soundtrack for the first movie, and then that's the soundtrack for the Return. That's brand new and sealed in one of my wrappers in there, so that's that. And then finally, there was actually one other thing that I was going to show in it, but it's not arrived yet. It's taken ages to come from China. It's the Mega Drive game, Universal Soldier on the Mega Drive. So I ordered that, but it hasn't arrived yet. But these did arrive from the Netherlands. These came from. I never saw these as a kid, but I did a quick search online and found that these were a thing, so I bought them, and I was very happy with this seller. They did a really good job of you know, packing everything, and the price was good, and the comics were in better condition than I expected them to be. So yeah, you know, I gave this seller some really good feedback. I think it is a business that does it, but there they are. That's the name there. They're based in the Netherlands. So yeah, if you're into comics, give them a look, because they've got some really good stuff, and they send fast as well. But this is in 1992, after the release of the first film, Universal Soldier, they released 3 comics in a series, and these are the ones that weren't available on the shelves in shops or in stores or on newsstands. These were the ones that you had to order from the company themselves, or you had to get them, through the post somehow, because the covers were quite violent. They were a bit too gruesome to be, to be seen by kids in shops. As you can see there's Dolph Lundgren impaled on the spikes, like the end of the film, and Van Damme doing a big roundhouse kick. So yeah, there's 3 comics there. There's one in the middle, and that's the one with the hologram and blood running down his face. The ones that were available in the shops just had like photographs from the film. Like there's one with Van Damme on the front, one with Dolph on the front, and then I forget what the third one is. I think it's just both of them. I think it's Dolph and Van Damme. So yeah, I've got all the films, the soundtrack CDs, the book, the comics. I'm just waiting on the video game. So yeah, I just thought if I'm gonna get, see, it would bug me just having the one DVD. I have this kind of OCD thing where if there's one in, I can't just get one film in the series. I kind of have to have all of them, and that's what's happened here. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope the non-Iron Maiden section of this video didn't drive too many of you away. But yeah, hopefully next time I'll have a lot more Iron Maiden stuff. It's just been a bit of a slow month this month. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. See you again.